We now have footage of the actual arrest of SBF, and you can watch it here. While it's satisfying to see this criminal get arrested, I can't help but wondering, what's going on here? The day before SBF is supposed to testify in court, he gets arrested. It's good news he got arrested, but at the same time, it seems a little bit suspicious. Crypto Twitter seems to agree. It's great to know that this man is finally going to jail, and plenty of people on crypto Twitter agree. The memes have been outstanding. I've collected some of the best reactions here for you, but I'm not the only person. In hindsight, I'm starting to wonder, so he was going to testify to the Senate under oath, and then the day before he gets arrested, and now that's not happening? He's still going to have a very busy time, SBF, don't get me wrong, and his defense attorneys are going to be slapping him the whole time for making their job so much more difficult than it ever had to be in the first place. Maybe it was good he wasn't arrested for so long. It meant that he could just continue incriminating himself further and further. There are so many different things he's going to be held accountable for. Personal loans that he took, the marginal exemption Alameda Research had with FTX, everyone's favorite word, commingling, the commingling of funds, the fact that he took customers' money and then gave it to Alameda Research, the fact they racked up billions of dollars worth of debt even before crypto crashed earlier this year. To hear all the stuff that John J. Ray III, the FTX CEO who's looking after the bankruptcy, has come out with, lets you know that it's been a total mess the way this company was run. All these sophisticated investors, Sequoia, SoftBank, Temasek, they didn't seem to know what was going on. I love the fact they were using QuickBooks as their accounting software as well, and sharing highly personal information over a Slack channel. It's clear that more than one person is a little bit disappointed by the fact that he was going to testify before the House and now is not going to at all. It's still a win for everyone out there that this con man has been brought to justice. It does make it seem a little bit suspect, the timing. I mean, this guy's been giving interviews on all the major publications. He's been appearing on news, whether it's Good Morning America or BBC. And yet now is the time they decided, okay, we're gonna take this guy out before something bad happens. I love the whole idea that maybe there was someone else behind the scenes. Caroline Ellison has been spotted in New York, so did she agree to a plea deal and they got something on SBF that way? Maybe. We also have to remember that there were a lot of other people who worked at FTX, and they had their whole life savings on the platform. They were even being compensated in the FTT token. I find it hard to believe that there are no disgruntled employees that want to speak out about what Sam Bankman Fried, Caroline Ellison, Nishad Singh, Gary Wang, what they all did. I think there's a lot more stuff that's still to come out the woodwork, and no doubt we're going to be hearing a lot more from Caroline Ellison as well, because Sam Bankman Fried has thrown her under the bus, and she is in New York now. For her to say nothing would not be wise. I'm sure she's lawyered up nicely, and she'll be making sure that her voice is heard and her version of events are also shared. But at the same time, it is going to take years before we actually figure out what's going to happen to Sam Bankman Fried and if anyone will get their money back. Personally, I don't think they will. If you lost money, I think you need to just take the hit and realize that it probably ain't coming back, which sucks. What do you guys think? Write in the comments below. Do you follow this line of thought that it seems a little bit suspicious? What's happening now? This person who did donate a lot of money to a lot of different politicians has suddenly been taken off the stand and been arrested and won't have to testify under oath anymore. All that money he donated wasn't his money, it was the people's money and should be given back to the people. And maybe it's not in the politicians' best interest to want to give back the money that was given to them. Maybe they already spent it. But one thing I do know for certain is I'm going to be following this story closely. There's so much stuff that's still happening. There's so many people that are still to get arrested. I would absolutely love it if stuff came out about different politicians finally held accountable. I mean, it takes a lot of balls for someone like Kevin O'Leary to go on the news and then say he got paid $15 million just to be an FTX spokesperson. If they were giving him that kind of money, what kind of money were they giving to people who could actually influence things in the higher offices of government. No wonder people are suspicious about what's going on, even when good news like him being arrested happens. But this is finally going to be a very sober experience for Sam Bankman Fried. It wasn't even that long ago, a couple of days ago, he was saying that he didn't think he was going to be arrested. And now he won't be able to play League of Legends anymore. I know, it's a shame. Because it is indeed cuffing season for Sam Bankman Fried. This story has been moving thick and fast. It's been so hard to try and keep up with everything that's happening because it keeps changing on a day-to-day basis, which is making for some salacious news coverage. The stuff that keeps happening in crypto, it really is true that 1 year in crypto does seem like 5 years in real life. On a day when there were about $3 billion in net outflows from Binance and they paused withdrawals on USDC, that would usually take the top of the headline. But because there's so much terrible stuff happening, it is literally hard to keep up. The dominoes just keep falling, one thing after another, and you just have to think to yourself, where is this all gonna go? How long is this gonna continue for? And don't forget everyone, it's not gonna be the last time that you're gonna hear this kind of stuff about a crypto exchange. The time is now to start learning about self-custody and about using a cold wallet to store your crypto. How long are you going to keep continuing getting nervous about your money being on any kind of exchange when you know that if you take the time to learn how to use a cold wallet, you'll never have to pay attention to these kind of FUD news again anymore. Just think of that peace of mind. But maybe we're all just a little bit addicted to it as well. I kind of think I am. I understand that the purpose of Bitcoin was to decentralize ourselves from the centralized governments, and it was supposed to be a peer-to-peer currency. I personally don't believe it serves that purpose. I think it is better as a digital gold, a store of value. But maybe there is a part of us, a part of me, that is kind of addicted to the drama and to the hype that comes with crypto. If money wasn't a part of it, would we even still be here talking about it? I don't know, to be perfectly honest. But if you are enjoying seeing all the best takes of crypto Twitter, and you do want to stay up to date with these short little bursts, I find it hard actually to stay up to date with everything that's happening in crypto. I can't be the only one who just keeps checking out CoffeeZilla's YouTube page to make sure there isn't anything that I missed, because he is a source of truth so far as I'm concerned. So one of the reasons I created this channel was so that I can release short videos like this, just to give like the headline stuff, the main things that are happening, and then be on my way. So if you like that kind of stuff and you do appreciate it, then subscribe to the channel, because I got plenty more coming up. If there's any other particular content you want to see more covered of, just let me know. So thanks for watching this video, much appreciated, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay safe.